Hey everybody, welcome to WorldWander Explorations. Today, we will go over the top 10 must-visit European castles for history and fantasy fans. If you're a fan of medieval history and magical fantasy, then this video will be right up your alley. Today, I'm gonna show you some of the best destinations across Europe that are packed with unbelievable historical sites full of old-world charm. From secret dungeons to looming towers, these enchanting castles will be sure to take your breath away. Remember to subscribe to the channel so we can help you with captivating travel discoveries regularly. Let's go on an adventure. 1. Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria, Germany, a fairy tale castle that was the inspiration for Disney's Sleeping Beauty. Have you ever dreamed of visiting a fairy tale castle straight out of a storybook? Look no further than the Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria, Germany. This stunning castle is a must-visit destination for history and fantasy fans alike, and it's easy to see why. From its picturesque location perched atop a hill to its ornate spires and turrets, Neuschwanstein Castle is a true marvel of Gothic architecture. But it's not just its beauty that draws visitors from all over the world. This castle was actually the inspiration for Disney's Sleeping Beauty, adding even more enchantment to this already magical place. So, pack your bags and get ready to step into a fairy tale world at Neuschwanstein Castle. 2. Windsor Castle in Berkshire, England, the oldest and largest inhabited castle in the world. Have you ever dreamed of visiting a castle straight out of a fairy tale? Look no further than Windsor Castle in Berkshire, England. Not only is it the oldest and largest inhabited castle in the world, but it also holds a significant place in British history as the official residence of the monarchy. This magnificent fortress, built in the 11th century, has survived wars, fires, and political turmoil, and still stands tall and proud today. With its impressive towers and opulent state apartments, Windsor Castle is truly a must-see for both history and fantasy fans alike. So grab your passport and get ready to step back in time to a bygone era of knights, royalty, and chivalry. 3. Château de Chambord in Loire-et-Cher, France, one of the largest Renaissance castles with 440 rooms. If you're a history buff or a fan of fantastical tales, then you won't want to miss Edinburgh Castle in Scotland. Overlooking the magnificent capital city, this castle holds over 1,000 years of iconic history. Discover its fascinating past, from the Middle Ages to the Scottish Enlightenment, through its well-preserved architecture and exhibitions. Wander through its grand halls, gaze upon the famous Stone of Destiny, and stand in awe at the towering 1 o'clock gun. Edinburgh Castle is the perfect destination for anyone seeking a glimpse into Scotland's captivating past. 4. Edinburgh Castle in Scotland, overlooking Scotland's capital city with 1,000 years of iconic history. As a history and fantasy fan, there's one castle that's always stood out to me: Edinburgh Castle in Scotland. With its commanding position overlooking the capital, it's hard not to be drawn to this iconic landmark. But what really captures my imagination is the rich history that spans over 1,000 years. From royal residences to military fortifications, Edinburgh Castle has played a pivotal role in Scotland's story. And let's not forget the legends and myths that surround the castle, from ghosts to hidden treasure. For me, Edinburgh Castle is the perfect blend of history and fantasy, making it a must-visit destination for anyone with a passion for both. 5. Prague Castle in the Czech Republic, once the seat of kings and emperors as part of Prague's historic old town. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to step back in time and walk through the halls of a castle once inhabited by kings and emperors? Well, wonder no more, because the Prague Castle in the Czech Republic is the perfect destination for history and fantasy fans alike. Situated in Prague's historic old town, the castle has a rich and varied history that dates back to the 9th century. Boasting stunning Gothic and Baroque architecture, the castle is home to numerous museums, art galleries, and chapels that give visitors a glimpse into the daily lives of the people who once inhabited this breathtaking fortress. With over 500 words to explore, Prague Castle should definitely be added to your must-visit list of European castles. 6. BRAN Castle in Transylvania, Romania, made famous by Bram Stoker's novel Dracula. Have you ever yearned to step into a world of lore and fictional characters? Allow me to introduce you to BRAN Castle in Transylvania, Romania. While the castle has a rich history dating back to the 14th century, it's most famously associated with Bram Stoker's Dracula. When visiting the castle, you can practically feel the spooky energy emanating from every creaking floorboard and shadowed corner. As one of the most popular tourist attractions in Romania, it feels as though you're stepping into a work of fiction. You can almost envision Dracula himself lurking in one of the corridors. It's no surprise that BRAN Castle is a must-see for history and fantasy fans alike on their European adventures. 7. ALCAZABA Fortress in Malaga, Spain, built by the Moors on a peninsula overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. Have you ever wanted to step into a real-life castle straight out of a fantasy novel? Look no further than the ALCAZABA Fortress in Malaga, Spain. Built by the Moors on a breathtaking peninsula overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, this fortress is truly a sight to behold. With its commanding walls and imposing towers, it's no wonder this castle has stood the test of time. As you explore the winding alleys and intricate courtyards within, you'll feel transported back in time to the days of knights and noble steeds. If you're a history buff or a fan of fantastical tales, this castle is an absolute must-see. 8. Bodiam Castle in East Sussex, England, constructed to defend against French invasion during the 100 Years' War. Have you heard of Bodiam Castle in East Sussex, England? This magnificent castle was constructed during the 100 Years' War to defend against a potential French invasion. With its impressive moat, towering turrets, and grand facade, Bodiam Castle exudes strength and power. As you walk through its halls and explore its rooms, you can't help but wonder about the countless battles and sieges that this fortress has witnessed. For history and fantasy fans alike, Bodiam Castle is a must-visit destination. So pack your bags and immerse yourself in the medieval world of this stunning piece of architecture. 9. Alcázar de Segovia in Segovia, Spain, a striking fortress built atop an isolated rocky crag surrounded by rivers and mountains. Ever dreamed of visiting a real-life castle that looks like it came straight out of a fairy tale? Look no further than the Alcázar de Segovia in the beautiful city of Segovia, Spain. This striking fortress is built atop an isolated rocky crag, surrounded by rivers and mountains, making for an incredibly dramatic setting. The castle has a rich history, once serving as a royal palace, a fortress, a state prison, and even an artillery college. As you explore the castle's towers, courtyards, and impressive architecture, you'll feel like you've stepped back in time. Whether you're a history buff or just a lover of all things magical and fantastical, the Alcázar de Segovia is a must-visit destination for your European castle itinerary. 10. Conwy Castle in Conwy, Wales, UK, home to Edward I of England and used as a royal residence for centuries. Have you ever wanted to immerse yourself in a real-life fairy tale castle? Well, look no further than the stunning Conwy Castle in Wales. This medieval masterpiece was constructed in the 13th century and was used as a royal residence for centuries. Situated in the picturesque town of Conwy, this castle was home to Edward I of England and boasts an impressive history. With its imposing walls and magnificent towers, it's easy to see why this castle has captured the imaginations of history and fantasy fans alike. A visit to Conwy Castle feels like a trip back in time, and it's definitely one of Europe's must-visit destinations for those seeking a magical experience. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of the top 10 must-visit European castles for history and fantasy fans. And much more. Check out this playlist of top 10 must-visit adventure destinations for adrenaline junkies, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.